is Monday, July 3rd, 2023, and it's time for a reality check. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lizabeth, and I am living in the light by documenting my weight loss journey, and I am on a journey to lose 150 pounds. And so far, well, I'll let you know how I've done so far in just a minute. But before I share with you how I did, please like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. That really does help me. It encourages me personally. It also helps my channel. It helps my videos to show up when people go and search for Optavia 5-in-1. If I have lots of likes on my videos, that gets me more likes and more views, and I would really appreciate that. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would join my little tribe and check out the videos. I like to do lots of lean and green recipe videos, which are great for anybody, no matter how you eat. They're just healthy, great recipes that use wonderful ingredients, nothing magical about them at all. My husband eats them and enjoys them as well, and he's not on a mission to lose weight. So they are just great recipes. I also do lots of Optavia specific fueling transformations where I take those products and make them in different ways using only water, and just provide a little variety for those of you who may be on this program for a longer term than just a few weeks or a few months. And I do my reality checks. I do lots of weight loss tips and tricks and lots of other Optavia and weight loss related information. So if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that as well. I think I have the most boring life of anybody ever. My routine almost never changes. I do the same things over and over again, and this week was no exception. It was just a normal week. I went and watched my granddaughter on Wednesday like I usually do. I work from home. I actually worked a lot more this past week because I was covering some shifts for people who are on vacation and on mission trips. So I jumped in and did a few extra hours there as well. But that didn't change how I eat. I still follow my fuelings. I still made my lean and green meals, and am looking forward to another week of status quo. We do have a holiday tomorrow, so I don't have to work tomorrow. We are having a community get together, which is fun. Our street, our little subdivision, if you can call it that, we like to get together a couple times a year and just fellowship with each other. And we've got a big fireworks show planned and a community potluck. So I'll be bringing stuff that I can eat, and I'll also be bringing some stuff that I can't eat, and that's okay. I don't mind making food for other people to enjoy. That brings me pleasure, knowing that the things that I've made are making people happy. So I get to do that as well this week, and I'm looking forward to a great week of just keeping on. This is week 55 for me. So it was just a normal week. This morning I hopped on the scale, I pulled out the measuring tape, did my whole routine of weighing and measuring and taking pictures. I don't share the pictures from week to week. I typically show those when I've hit a big goal. So the last goal that I hit was my minus 125, which was a couple of weeks ago. The next goal that I hit will be my end goal, which is hopefully going to be in 10 to 12 weeks. We'll see how I do with that. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. We'll see. So, but I do take pictures every week. I take a front shot, a back shot, a side shot, and a close-up of my face. It's great to kind of be able to do those side-by-sides kind of comparisons. So that's why I take those pictures. I do send those to my coach. A coach is such a huge part of the Optavia program. Having a coach that's attentive to you and that is meeting your needs. Not everybody needs the same thing from their coach. For me, that weekly accountability of talking to my coach once a week is so helpful to me. If you don't need that, that's fine. But if you're not getting what you need from your coach, please let your coach know that you need more attention. And I'm sure they would be happy to meet that. If not, you can always find another coach. So, but do try to work things out with your coach before you move on to another one. So how did I do this week? Let me show you. Crazy, right? I totally did not expect a 3-pound loss. Last week I lost a pound and I thought for sure that was just going to be the norm for me. And maybe it is, maybe this was just kind of a weird week. But I lost a pound last week. I lost 3 pounds this week, but I'll take it. If I'm going to average around 2 pounds a week, I won't complain about that. That'll get that last 20.6 pounds off in 10 weeks instead of the 12 weeks that I think it might take. We'll see. And then lost another inch, so that's really good. I'm happy with that. The inches do, for me, come off slower than the weight comes off. I am not really sure why. I've said that many times. I don't know why that is the way that it is, but it is. It's working out for me though. I'm happy with my progress and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing because week after week after week, I have lost weight. I have said this before, there has been 1 week where I haven't lost weight, and that was following a big 6-pound drop. And the next week I was up a little bit, and it wasn't because of anything that I ate or anything that I did or didn't do. I was still following the plan the exact same way. I think my body was just kind of settling, and it dropped a bunch, and then it came back to its status quo and continued to lose again. So aside from that 1 week in 54 weeks, this is the end of 54, I have lost every single week. And the only thing I can attribute that to is consistency on the program. Eating the fuelings the way they were designed by adding just water. I don't use almond milk. I don't use Laughing Cow cheese. I don't use egg whites and baking powder. I don't do any of those things to my fuelings at all. When I make a waffle, I eat it as a waffle. I don't put syrup on it. I don't put spray butter on it. I don't put sugar-free whipped cream on my brownie or my pudding. I just eat it plain. That is how I'm choosing to do the program. And for me, doing it that way, I have lost weight every week. And there's no reason for me to change what I'm doing because what I'm doing is working. And I don't want to mess things up. So I'm going to continue to do it that way. But let me tell you a little analogy. I did this on my Facebook page yesterday. And so I wanted to kind of share that with you. A couple of things that I shared that are great food for thought things on this journey. The first is an analogy of taking a trip. My daughter lives in Portland, Oregon. If I want to go see her, I have an option. I can get in the car and I can drive, but it's going to take me at least 3 days of 10-hour driving days, if not more, to get there. Maybe 4 days. I don't know that I could drive more than 10 hours in a day. I don't even know if I could drive that much in a day, personally. But if I were to drive, it's going to take me 3 to 4 days to get there driving. That's fine. I'll get there. It'll just take me longer to get there. Or I can get on a plane at BNA in Nashville and fly and be there, if I got a nonstop flight, probably 4.5 hours. It's a big difference between a 4-hour flight, even a 5-hour flight, and a 3 or 4 day car trip, right? Both are going to get me to my destination, but one is going to get me there faster than the other. And I've got to decide how much time do I want to sacrifice to get to my destination. And the Optavia program, I think, is the same way. It doesn't matter how you make your fuelings and your lean and greens and the way that you eat during the day. If you have 5 fuelings and you have your lean and green meal, you will lose weight. But how fast do you want to get to your goal? So you can hack your fuelings and add things, add your condiments, add parts of your lean and green to your fuelings. But if you do that, that's more like taking a car trip. It is going to slow your weight loss down. You can, people have asked this time of year during the summer, people are like, can I have alcohol? Alcohol is not advised for Optavia, for weight loss, because your body is going to burn that alcohol first before it starts burning anything else, which is going to slow your weight loss down. Do people drink vodka and soda and lose weight? Yes, you can do that. It's going to slow your weight loss down. You are going to be on the road trip path to your destination instead of the airplane path to your destination. I believe for me, following the program exactly how it's written, eating my 5 fuelings mixed with water the way the packet says, eating my lean and green all together, my condiments, which are optional, my 3 optional condiments, my lean protein, my 3 greens, healthy fats if my lean calls for it. By doing that way, drinking at least 64 ounces of water, I drink 128 every day, plain water, not diet soda, not sparkling ice drinks, not Gatorade, Powerade, whatever. I have never once during my 54 weeks had Powerade or any electrolyte solution. I have never once had sugar-free Jell-O. I have never done gum or mints. I have had pickles a couple of times. I have never done sugar-free whipped cream on any of my fuelings. I have not had a drop of alcohol. I have followed the plan exactly. I am on that airplane trip. 150 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. I now have less, I have just a little, I have 20.4 pounds left to lose. Like, to be able to say, I have to lose 20 pounds. That blows my mind. Like, I cannot believe that I'm in that category of a person who has to lose 20 pounds. Now, a doctor may tell me that I need to lose 50. That's arguable. I'm not going to go there with the doctor. I know where I'm going to be comfortable and where my body is going to function well, and that's with losing about 20 pounds more. So that's what I had to say about the road trip versus the airplane trip. You make your choice. I like that. It doesn't matter to me which path you choose. You'll still get to your destination. I'm not saying that any of those things are wrong. It's just not how I choose, because I choose to get there faster and not do anything that could potentially slow down my weight loss. The other thing that I talked about was answering a question that somebody had asked me on one of the Facebook groups that I belong to. They asked me, I had posted my menu plan. Every week I do a menu plan that lists all of my fuelings that I'm going to have each day and the lean and green that I'm going to do. I make my grocery list based on my menu plan for the week, any leans, greens, condiments that I'm going to need, healthy fats. That's what I put on my grocery list. And then a few things for David that he may need, milk, half and half, potatoes or onions, things like that, that he's going to eat that I'm not going to eat. Those go on my shopping list, and that's all I buy. I don't buy extra things at all. And the person had asked me if the 5-in-1 was enough for me if I ever get hungry. Now, you know, if you were to go back and look at my initial reality checks, first of all, how uncomfortable did I look in this chair? I went back and looked at a picture and I felt like I was sitting like this in the chair. It was crazy. And now look, I've got extra space beside me. It's wonderful. Here's the thing. The 5-in-1 is enough and has been enough for me all along. Do I get hungry? Of course. I'm human. When my stomach is empty, it growls, it grumbles. But I am not starving. I am not going to die of starvation if my stomach starts growling and gurgling and grumbling an hour before my next fueling. I promise I'm not starving. I am giving my body fuel every couple of hours. There's no way that I'm starving. And so it's okay to be hungry. It's okay for your stomach to growl. I don't know why we think every time our stomach growls, we have to feed ourselves or we're going to die. We're starving and it's a terrible thing. We've got to always feel satisfied. You don't. And that's probably part of the reason why the Americans are so overweight. The majority of Americans need to lose weight. And it's because we supersize all of our meals. You go into restaurants and you get these massive plates of food that you either feel like you've got to eat it all or you've got to take home leftovers. We do buffets out the wazoo. Terrible idea. It's so unhealthy as it is. But we feel like we've just got to eat and eat and eat constantly. And no wonder we're overweight. It's okay to be hungry. You need to be hungry. And anytime that I am hungry, my stomach growls or grumbles, it's just a reminder to me that my body has burned through my fuelings and it's now burning fat. So it is, fat is on the fire. Love the smell of burning fat. That makes me happy. And being hungry is okay. So those are my words of wisdom for you today on July 3rd, 2023. I have 20.4 pounds left to lose. I'm really excited. Hopefully this next week I'll lose another pound or two and just keep on plugging and knocking off those pounds as we go through the summer. And my goal is by the first or second week of October to be at my goal weight. Fingers crossed, if I keep doing things the way that I'm doing, I'm hoping to be there and be able to start transition. Please leave me comments in the comments box down below. Give me a thumbs up again. Let me know you like this video. And until I see you next time, please live in the light.